Hey everyone, welcome to my fourth video of ZBLL. In this subset, essentially ignoring the edges once again, you look at the corners, you see these two right here are opposite, and these two are the same. And so if that criteria matches, then one of the cases I'll be showing in this video will be applicable. So here's the first case. It's the same alg that most people would use for their COLL case. Essentially, you recognize it by seeing that there are no bars around here. And then you can see that this corner is the same as this corner, and this sticker is opposite to these corners. And so, yeah, that is probably pretty complicated to recognize, but really, I think with enough practice, you'll be able to recognize it pretty easily. You can also see from this angle that you have these two being the same and this being the opposite. And so, yeah, that's another way to recognize it. And the alg would go something like this. Breaking it down, essentially it's just f sexy f prime canceling into that OLL, and so it would look like this a bit faster. Oh, sorry, like that, and here it is at full speed. Okay, so here's the next case. It's actually pretty similar to the last one. Once again, you have no bars. You see that these two are opposite, but this one is the same as these two stickers, as opposed to being opposite to them. And so if that's the case, oh yeah, you can also recognize it by seeing this sort of just pattern of the same color, kind of like this. And the alg would go like this. Let's see. Breaking that down, essentially you do RUR prime, take out the pair, set up this F2L case, insert the corner, and if you know this insert, then it's pretty simple. It goes like this. If not, then I guess you just try to memorize it. And here's the alg a little faster. Here's the next case. It's actually pretty easy to recognize, and the alg is also really nice for memorization too. And so, essentially, you want to look for these 2x2 blocks. In this case, the 2x2 block is on the right side of the cube, and the next case I'll show you will have the 2x2 block on the left side. And so that's how you would distinguish those two cases. And in the case that it's on the right side, this is the alg you'll do. Essentially, if you know this A perm, then the alg becomes really easy. Because essentially, with this A perm, wherever you have a U or a U prime, you'd replace it with a U2. And so yeah, here, when I do the A perm, you see here's the U, and then here's the U prime. And you want to just replace those moves with a U2. And so, looking at the alg, it would look something like this. And here it is a bit faster. Here's the fourth case. It's the mirror of the last one. So once again, you do have this 2x2 block, but instead of it being on the right side, it's on the left. And here's the alg. And so once again, breaking it down, if you know this A perm, which goes like this, once again, wherever you have a U or a U prime, you just replace that with a U2. And so it would look something more like this. Here it is a bit faster. And about full speed. Here's the next case. Essentially, you can recognize it as sort of a JB perm here. You can see the resemblance here. You just think of it as sort of these sort of right-hand side bars, just kind of on these faces of the cube. And here's the alg. Essentially, if you know this three-corner ZBLL, that's the first part of the alg. So, let's see if I can set this up. Essentially, yeah, you'd start with this three-corner ZBLL, and then you would cancel into the soon, and so I would sort of regroup like this, which is definitely not the best way, but that's the way I do it. And so, yeah, here's the alg a bit faster. It was a bit lucky, but yeah. Here's the next case. Essentially, it's pretty much the mirror of the last one. But I wouldn't do the mirror of the alg here, unless you're a left-handed solver. So, essentially, you do have another sort of J-perm pattern here, except this time it's a JA perm. And so you can see this resemblance here one more time. And yeah, it's just these sort of left-hand sided bars. And so here, the alg goes like this. And so yeah, once again, the alg starts with the very same with this case again, like the last one. It starts with that, except this time you don't have to cancel into anything. You do the alg, and then you cancel into, well, you don't cancel, but you do a U prime and do a back anti-soon. And so yeah, here's the alg a bit faster. Oh, the last move wasn't done, but you know. Here's the next case. And so you have one horizontal bar here. And essentially, if that one horizontal bar is on the right side of the cube, then this is the alg you'll do. The next case I'll show you is having this bar on the left side of the cube. You can also think of it as sort of just like part of a soon. You can see these 4 stickers sort of match these. And so that's another way to recognize it. And here is the alg. And so breaking it down, you just take out this pair, do a U, and you almost want to do just sort of a commutator, like this, and then you insert this pair with RU2R prime. And so here it is a bit faster. Oh, sorry. So here's the next case. It's the mirror of the last case. So once again, you have only one horizontal bar on the cube, and this time it's on the left side as opposed to the right. And so here's the alg you'll do. Breaking it down, essentially, if you know this alg, which it's just like an alternate way of solving this ZBLL, you sort of just take out this pair, do a D prime, insert this pair back, and then DR2. If you know that alg, then it's just that alg canceling into back soon. And so yeah, here it is one more time. And then you cancel into back soon. And here it is a bit faster. Oh wow, sorry. There we go. So here's the next case. Once again, you only have one bar on the entire cube, with the exception of this one, but this is the only actually solved bar. And instead of the bar being sort of horizontal, it's vertical. And so if you have a vertical bar, and the bar's on the left side, then this is the alg you'll do. And so breaking it down, you want to take out this pair and sort of set it up like so. Then you want to cancel into a commutator that sort of moves this edge out of the way, like that. And then you just solve this F12 pair. And so yeah, here's the alg a bit faster. This next case is the mirror of the previous case. And so yeah, once again, you only have one bar, and it's a vertical bar, and here it's on the right side instead of the left. And so yeah, here's the alg you'll do. And so, breaking that down, let's see if I can set it up. No. There we go. It's pretty much just the mirror of the case that I showed you last time. You would take out this pair, you do sort of a commutator to bring this edge over here, so RDR prime, U, and then RD prime, R prime to undo, and sort of like recover this corner. And then you just solve the F2 pair. And so, here's the alg just a bit faster. Sorry about that. There we go. So these last two cases are unfortunately pretty hard to recognize, but if you are able to recognize them quickly, then it does end up paying off because the algs are pretty nice in my opinion. So here, essentially, you really just have no bars whatsoever. The way I'd recognize it is sort of this U-perm pattern here. You can kind of see, if you look at only these 4 stickers, you can see there's sort of resemblance here. You can also just think of it as there being this one bar kind of on the same side as this U-perm. And so yeah, here the U-perm is sort of on the right-hand side here, and so is the bar. And so yeah, if you see the bars right here, then this is the alg you'll do. It goes like this. And so, let's see. I set it up pretty weirdly, but yeah, the alg, you take out this pair, do a U prime, you do an F U prime, and then you sort of rejoin this pair, insert this pair back, and insert that last pair back. And so here it is a bit faster. So here is the final case. It's just the mirror of the last one. So once again, you really have no bars around here. I would recognize it by sort of this U perm. This is the UA perm, or no, this is the UB perm, sorry. Yeah, once again, you can sort of see this resemblance on these stickers right here. Here it is one more time. And also you can see this sort of bar on the left-hand side of the cube. That sort of matches with this block here. And so yeah, here's the alg. And so, let's see if I can set this up. Essentially, you do a commutator to take out this corner, and then you do RUR prime to set up this pair, and instead of just immediately inserting it, you would just sort of cancel into anti-soon, like that. And so yeah, here's the algorithm just a bit faster. So that wraps it up for my fourth video of ZBLL. I hope you don't mind the slightly shorter video. I probably went through the cases a bit faster than usual, but regardless, I hope that you still were able to take away a few things from this video. And so yeah, thanks for watching.